بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على رسوله وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. And welcome to another Ramadan episode on the topic of Al-Istiqamah. Last time I mentioned that certainty in faith is shaped and strengthened by the light of the Qur'an and the guidance of the Sunnah. And today I want to speak specifically about the Qur'an. How connecting yourself to the book of Allah can be your greatest tool in remaining steadfast upon the path of truth and a path of Islam. But let me begin first with an example. Imagine you are dropped from a plane into a dense forest. You're told that you have limited time to reach a safe zone outside of this forest. But there is a problem. You have been provided with no map, no guidance, no phone, no signal, no one around you to help you, at least no one with experience who know how to survive. Night is approaching, fear is increasing, and every path you try seems to lead nowhere. You cannot find light, safety, or any direction. As simple as this example may seem, it perfectly represents what life in this dunya is like without any sort of guidance. When Allah Azza wa Jal sent Adam down to this earth, He said, قُلْنَا اهْبِطُوا مِنْهَا جَمِيعًا. All of you descend from it. He also said out of His mercy, فَإِمَّا يَأْتِيَنَّكُم مِّنِّي هُدًى. Whenever guidance comes to you from me, this means that Allah Azza wa Jal did not send us into this world without any sort of map. He did not place us in the forest of life without giving us the tools needed to reach safety, success, and salvation in both this dunya and akhirah. Then He said, فَمَنْ تَبِعَ هُدَايَ فَلَا خَوْفٌ عَلَيْهِمْ وَلَا هُمْ يَحْزَنُونَ. That whoever follows my guidance, there will be no fear upon them, nor they will be grieving. This divine guidance was delivered through all of the prophets and their scriptures, and the Qur'an is the final and complete and preserved revelation that remains in our hands today. So if we truly want safe exit from this dunya, if we desire peace, clarity, purpose, and direction, then Qur'an must be our key. Allah Azza wa Jal tells us that He sent to us a light and a clear book. قَدْ جَاءَكُم مِّنَ اللَّهِ نُورٌ وَكِتَابٌ مُبِينٌ. He promised us that whoever follows what pleases Him in this Qur'an, that He will يهدي به من اتبع رضوانه سبل السلام ويخرجهم من الظلمات إلى النور بإذنه ويهديهم إلى صراط مستقيم. That He will guide them to the path of peace, that He will bring them out of darkness into light. He will guide them to the path of peace, that He will bring them out of darkness into light, that He will lead them to the straight path, the path of Istiqamah. And this is the rule of the Qur'an, to reshape your perspective, your values, and your choices so that they will all align with what pleases Allah. It keeps us and keep you on and to fulfill our role as Khalifa on this earth. So if you want the key that grants firmness and stability upon the path of this Istiqamah, so you must learn how to navigate the book of Allah. And you must learn how to navigate it properly. And that's what Abdullah ibn Mas'ud radiyallahu anhu taught us. He said, كنا لا نتجاوز 10 آيات حتى نتعلمهن ونعمل بهن ونعلم حلالهن وحرامهن فأوتينا العلم والعمل معا. We would not move beyond 10 verses until we had learned them, acted upon them, and understand what was lawful and unlawful within them. Thus, we granted knowledge together with action. So if a Muslim wishes to approach the book of Allah correctly, you must do so with 4 priorities in mind. The first one, you have to learn how to read the Qur'an to unlock the guidance of this Qur'an. Translations can benefit you, but they will never capture the full depth and eloquence of the original language in Arabic. When you learn to read the Qur'an in its own language, you gain access to meanings and beauty that no translation can fully convey. If you already know how to read, then work on improving your recitation, your tajweed, and your tartil, because proper recitation allows the meaning of the verses to enter the heart more deeply and more powerfully. This also applies to our children. Some parents rush towards memorization to celebrate like how many surahs or ajza their children know. Yet some children who have memorized large portion of the Qur'an struggles to open the Qur'an and read fluently from any page because more emphasis was placed on memorization than on reading. Reading is a lifelong skill. Memorization without strong reading foundation can easily fade. And the first key to unlocking Quranic guidance is learning how to decode these letters and the words directly in the language of revelation. The second priority in mind is understanding the Qur'an. Alhamdulillah, we have been blessed with many resources available, books, lectures, and courses in various languages. And all of those helps explain the meaning of the verses and the themes of each surah. But please do not approach the Qur'an as it is like a source of information. The Qur'an is not simply a book of knowledge. It's a builder of a mindset. It reshapes how you see the world, how you measure success and failure, how you set your priorities in life, how you understand right and wrong, how do you interpret blessings and trials. The more you understand the Qur'an, the more you get to know Allah through His names, His attributes, His promises, His dealing with His servants. The Qur'an teaches you how to think like a believer and how to navigate life through divine guidance. The third priority that has to be in mind when you connect with the Qur'an is to apply the Qur'an after reading it and understand it. And application comes always after. Adopt a simple daily habit. Take one verse you read and ask yourself, do I really apply this in my life? For example, Allah Azza wa Jal said, وَأَقِيمُوا الصَّلَاةِ. Establish your prayer. Am I truly establishing my prayer with consistency and presence? Allah Azza wa Jal said, إِنَّ الصَّلَاةَ تَنْهَى عَنِ الْفَحْشَاءِ وَالْمُنكَرِ. Indeed, prayers prevents immorality and wrongdoing. Ask yourself, is my prayer preventing me from sins? Is it shaping my behavior between salawat? Allah Azza wa Jal is saying, وَقَضَى رَبُّكَ أَلَّا تَعْبُدُوا إِلَّا إِيَّاهُ وَبِالْوَالِدَيْنِ إِحْسَانًا. Your Lord has decreed that you worship only Him and that you show excellence to your parents. Then ask yourself, am I truly embodying excellence towards my parents? Application is not a one-time thing. It's not a one-time effort. It's a continuous journey every time you read these verses. The fourth priority in mind is memorizing the Qur'an. And memorization is important, but it should come after the first three steps. Once you can read, understand, and begin applying the Qur'an, memorization becomes so powerful. The verses remain present in your heart and in your mind, guiding your decisions and actions. Memorized verses allow you to reflect anytime, to recite anytime, to be reminded anytime, and to apply the Qur'an more consistently. Memorization, seals the guidance of the Qur'an within your heart. And stepping forward, inshallah, and to begin striving the learning of the Qur'an, I would like to give you 4 practical tips specifically for younger generation. The first tip, that please maintain a baseline. Always maintain a minimum daily connection with the Qur'an. So start with something manageable, perhaps half page, and never drop below it. As you grow comfortable with it, increase it. Over time, you will notice that your reading improves, that your understanding deepens, that your connection strengthens, and that stability, and this kind of stability help you remain firm upon istiqamah. The second advice, that valid consistency, where the Prophet ﷺ said, خَيْرُ الْأَعْمَالِ أَدْوَمُهَا وَأَنْقَلُ, that the best deeds are those done consistently, even if they are small. Success is not a starting big and quitting quickly. It is a steady consistency. Like this builds discipline, spiritual strength, and long-term commitment. The third one, plan it into your day. If you do not schedule your Qur'an time, your day will be filled up without it. Choose a fixed time. For example, after Fajr, during your commute, or before sleeping, and protect it. Planning leads to this kind of consistency, and this kind of consistency leads to istiqamah. And the fourth and the last one, Keep a good company. Surround yourself with people who's Ahlul Qur'an, who care about the Qur'an. Study tafsir together. Attend classes together. Enroll in courses together. Or simply sit and read side by side. The right company supports you. They motivates you, keeps you connected to the book of Allah. So you always keep yourself surrounded by Ahlul Qur'an. May Allah make the Qur'an the spring of our heart, the light of our chest, and the remover of our sadness. Allahumma ameen, Allahumma ameen. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.